Oh yeah, that fish is pulling off some good line right there. You know, that's one thing about this time of the year, Jeff. You know, right now we're really in the last part of September, and there's still tarpon here. We like to fish reels that are big enough to handle these redfish, but also you never know if you're gonna get a shot at one of these tarpon still. So, you know, most of the reels we're going to use is going to carry around 400 yards of line on them, 20-pound test line. And for these redfish that are up to around 40 pounds, we find that this 20-pound test line, man, makes a great battle. All right, just tighten up your line a little bit there, Jeff. We don't want that sinker to fall through that webbing. But yes, sir, we got a lot of fish right there now.
Oh,
let me tell you
good
what.
grief.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that redfish.
That is a good redfish,
Holy
buddy.
cow.
Tell you what,
He's
Jeff.
got the two smallest spots I've ever seen on
I'm going to let you grab that redfish.
All right. Let me go ahead and leave this right here.
That is a big fish. Hello, everyone. I'm Captain Mark Noble, and welcome to our program. We're down here on the coast of Georgia fishing for these big red drum. Hey, the fish are biting good right now. I got a great friend of mine, Jeff Williams Jr., out of Brunswick, Georgia. Right down here, Cumberland Island, Jekyll Island, St. Simon's Island, right up here. Jeff, you ready?
I'm ready, man. Look at this fish, will ya?
Well, you think we can show us more of them like this right here?
On a day like this, you never would have thought we'd pull some reds out like this.
Well, nobody else is out here. Boy, the weather's up. It's 3 to 5 foot seas. We're out here all by ourselves today.
All for you, all for our listeners and viewers.
Well, there we go. Giant redfish down here on the Georgia coast. Jeff,
What do you
this is
think
a
he
good one.
weighs?
I'm saying this fish is going to be around 30 pounds. Hey, let's get everything put together right here and let's see if we can't show them some good Georgia red fishing.
Great idea. I'll let you roll him in there.
Wow, what a fish. It is a redfish.
Woo!
Well, how do you
Double
like
down.
that?
Oh,
How
there
do
we
you
go.
like that? If that's just not showing you something, there is another redfish right there.
Boy, the people I feel sorry for are the ones that aren't out here today.
Well,
Well, it looked a little rough. We better
yeah,
let's
most
sit the boat in the
people
driveway.
did not want to fool with today. And you know, at first we was a little concerned about getting out here ourselves. You know, not because it wasn't good fishing. We just thought it'd be too rough for actually for filming.
Right.
But I'm glad we came now. But I got mine right here. I'm gonna see if I can't
Nice one.
get him up.
Now he's got kind of a silvery color. Has he been offshore?
Yeah, he could have been further out in the ocean in the clear water, and they're just now, coming to move into these areas.
Because I sure would love to show the contrast between the two.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Sweet.
come here, boy. Now that is not a bad fish either. All right, there you have it. Nice redfish. Look right here back towards the tail end. You see right there by my thumb. There's only one spot on this fish right here, which is pretty common, and it's really actually about 3 dots in a row. But that's why they call them spot-tailed bass or red drum. And we'll look at each fish we catch today, and you'll notice that they all each got their own little, let's say, fingerprint when it comes to their spot. Oh my gosh, look at here, another fish on, Jeff.
Oh no.
That's all right, I'll come over there and give you a hand, but
That's all right.
holy smokes.
We are getting tore up already.
Jeff, this is what I think, it's just about getting ridiculous, isn't it? You get him up here, I'll still net him. He's just peeling line. I'm just gonna let him keep peeling line because I want to net that fish of yours.
Oh yeah.
And if this one over here stays on, he can stay on. If he gets off, that's all right too.
I think he's had enough. He's showing his belly.
There we go, Jeff. Great time. That is a net full, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
holy cow.
All right, Jeff.
Got that?
Yeah, I want you to grab him up right there if you can. Now there is a double handful of redfish.
Ew.
Out of the way here. Let me see if I can get this one tight, because there's another redfish on right here on this one still.
Woo. Oh, Lord. I'm glad I ate my Wheaties today.
Yep, let's see, I'm gonna get that rod right there up. That redfish will stay on. Get this one out of the way right here.
This is just a monster.
All right, there we go. Look here, Jeff. We was talking about that spot on the tails a while ago.
Right.
See, his fingerprint's different than that last one.
Right.
You know, these fish can all be identified by these marks on it. You know, sometimes you will actually see sometimes 20, 30, or even 100 dots
Right.
on the side of some of these red drum. But that is a typical pattern, which we see on these redfish. This is a nice size fish. I'm saying it's going to be in the 30-pound range, over 30 pounds. You can see that fin color. Let's roll them up right there a little bit right there. But you can see that yellow color to that fin on that back of that fish?
Yep.
Just taking on the characteristics of the water around it. All right, roll down to him. That is another fish.
Got him.
Double down,
He's
baby.
on there.
Double down, yeah.
There we go. Oh, hello. He just figured out he was
Yes, sir.
hooked.
He figured it out. Look at that
Woo,
redfish. Look at that
out.
redfish,
All
Jeff.
right.
Woo! Come on, redfish. Man, come on now. Work with me now, Mr. Redfish. Work with me now.
All right, I'm going to hang tight with this guy and let you work him.
Well, now I tell you what.
Who's working who?
This fish is absolutely working me. I mean, this is a big, mean redfish.
He came up and showed that tail. He was none too pleased.
But that, look at the colors on him, Jeff.
Wow. Oh, he's got orange fins there.
Jeff, can you hand me that net over there, please?
I got you. Hold on, it's got a.
All right.
There you go.
I'll see if I can put a dip net on this rascal. This is what I call a little bit too much fish for the net. There we go. Wow.
Oh, Lord. That's a monster right there.
That is a nice redfish for the Georgia waters right there, y'all.
Wow.
I mean, if these size redfish right here, aren't big enough for you, I don't know what you can do for them.
Look at the orange on that fin. That's just amazing.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. Look at the tail. Look at the spots on that one's tail. And a lot of people say, well, you know, Mark, gee, y'all could be catching the same fish over and over again, and that's just not the case. That's a good fish right there too, Jeff. You can catch these redfish. Look at the spots on him, Jeff.
Wow, look at that.
You got to get this one right here and show that to the people. Look at the spots on that fish. Jeff, that's not only a trophy fish for its size, but just for the spots. God almighty. You got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Woo! Let me unhook him, Jeff, because I want you to show that
fish.
fish to these people. You okay?
Yep, I got him.
Because that right there is not just a trophy because of his size, but it's also a trophy because look at the spots all over this fish right here. Wow. Well, if you had to go count these up right here, you'd be counting for just a little while. Let me get this other fish up here. We caught both these fish at the same time. But there you have it. Nice little spot pattern on that fish. Plenty of red drum. Jeff, we'll get these back in the water.
Let's get back on them.
What do you think about fishing for red drum right down here at St. Simon's Island?
I think this is great. I think we're in a really good spot.
Well,
Covered up.
if anybody wanted to come go get a big redfish, what do you think this would be a good spot for
I
them to
think
come
this
to?
is probably the right zip code for
Woo,
them.
this is the zip code, baby.
Oh, I'm glad I ate my Wheaties today.
Oh,
Nice job.
yeah. Wow. Thank you, fish. Thank you, fish. Still haven't seen that fish, huh, Jeff?
No, I sure haven't. I've seen the leader a few times, but that's about it. There he
Nice
is.
redfish. There we go. There we go. Well, one thing's for certain, Jeff, is you can come out here and if you just wanted to add up fish poundage on fish that you can catch in a day, it's easy to break 500 to 800 pounds of fish.
I think so.
When you're catching fish that's going to average anywhere from 22 to 38 to 40 pounds. Now, if they fall in that slot limit like that, and and you catch 25 or 30 fish of that size, that's a lot of fish.
I don't think he's the biggest, but he's definitely one of the scrappiest we've caught today.
Now, in case everybody's wondering what kind of rods we're using today, these are Bass Pro Shops rods right here. This is an Ocean Master style rod. We got a TLD 15, which is a reel made by Shimano. This rod and reel combination is just perfectly matched for 20-pound test tackle. Now, up in Savannah, Georgia, there is a new Bass Pro Shop store up there. So for people right here in the state of Georgia, you come down here to the coast. If you don't have what you need, you can go by the Savannah store and pick up what you want. And if you live down here, you can actually go to that store and get anything you need in one stop. And if you want to catch these big bull reds, wow, just like that right there. Good Lord, Jeff. You're going to need the right kind of tackle to do it.
Good.
That is a big, giant fish. Big, giant fish.
I got you.
Jeff, what have you done?
I think we've, oh, good grief.
What have you done here? Well, Jeff, you know, today we went out and we actually just fished just the peak part of the tide today. You know, we were fishing right here out of Golden Isles Marina, and we had, you know, we spent about 2.5 hours on the water.
Right.
And just really caught fish the entire time we was out there.
Right.
Did what did you think about catching them bull reds like that, Jeff?
Yeah, I think we definitely got in a good spot, you know, and especially with the weather being like it was, we had 10 to 15 knot winds and seas were 3 to 5 feet, so neither one of us were really expecting to catch too much out there today, but sure enough, we got on them.
Well, we had a few sharks and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it makes it for a good rounded day. I mean, you know, as the year changes, you know, we come off the tarp and move into redfish, and you know, we got our offshore fishing, and there's just so many different things. And the key to it all is really going out and fishing for the best possible thing you can catch at that in particular time of the year.
Yeah. Well, I think the key is coming out with Mark Noble.
Jeff, once again, man, I had a ball fishing with you today.
I had a great time, as always. I really appreciate coming out and fishing with you today.
Well, we'll get it to go again here real soon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, everyone, I'd like to show you right now what we was fishing with today, because the tackle really makes a difference in how well you can handle these large fish. Today I'm fishing with a 7-foot Ocean Master rod and a TLD 15 reel put out by Shimano. Now I have it spooled with about 500 to 600 yards of green color line here. This is called Solar Collector line. It's a big game line put out by Trilene. This is a very tough line and a great line to fish in these kind of situations. Now you notice I'm not fishing any fluorocarbon today, but if you're paying attention to the show, you can see that the watercolor is pretty dirty. So we're not really worried about visibility in these kind of situations. And that's why we're also fishing a 125-pound test leader. Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to say 125-pound test leader, that's almost unheard of. And you're talking about red drum. Well, look, when we catch red drum possibly anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds and maybe a little bit more, this leader is adequate, because see, you never know when you're fishing out here in the ocean when you're going to hook a tarpon. I mean, you might hook a 150, 160-pound tarpon, and you might be on that fish for almost hours. And if you don't fish the right kind of leader material from the get-go, then there's not much of a chance you're going to finish that fish off at the end of the day. So we're fishing a 125-pound test leader. We're using a 3-ounce egg sinker, and at the very end we have tied to it is a circle hook, which is an 11-aught mustad. That's that circle hook right there we've been talking so much about. When it comes to releasing fish, circle hooks are definitely the way to go. Now, I know for years, most of us had trouble finding places we could go buy fishing tackle. Most of the time we're stuck to going to catalogs or going to one store to another trying to find out what we need to fish with and buying a rod here, maybe a reel there. But we've got a Bass Pro Shop store in Savannah right now, and really it's a godsend to a lot of us that fish all the time, because if you haven't been doing a lot of fishing or you do a lot of fishing, you can go there and buy really everything you need. Bass Pro Shop's really treated us real good, because we know we can go to one place and make one stop and get everything in that location. Well, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed today's show, because fishing for these large red drum, hey, it's truly a treat. And if you hadn't ever done it, you might want to come on down here. And if you have your own boat, kind of listen and look at the show, and remember back to the things that we was doing there, getting along the edge of these sandbars, fishing that cut bait. And hey, you can come down here and do this yourself and you'll have a large time catching these large red drum right down here on the coast of Georgia. Well, I'm Captain Mark Noble for Captain Mark Noble's Outdoor Journal. I hope to see you again next week. See how rounded it is? That makes it a bonnet head shark.
Right.
And you know what the primary source of food for this shark is? Shrimp.
Shrimp, well, okay.
Shrimp. But that's a great little fun.